Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you're coming across my channel, I just want to be the first to greet you by saying, hey there, hi there, hello there. Come on in here, have a seat, stand up, whatever you feel that you want to do. I absolutely will support you in the energy. There is a very high probability that I will support you in the energy that you come in. Maybe you came across this channel because you've been praying and meditating and sitting with your higher self and going through your ascension and just making things more clear, right, as it relates to what it is that you feel that you need to know. It's an understanding that I feel if you're a newcomer, all right? So this is definitely some type of clarification for you so you can make a determination. Spirit guided you here for a reason. There's a 99.9% chance that your answer is here, okay? If it's not here, the Spirit's going to guide you to another video, be it here on this platform, or maybe to one of the lovely, beautiful high priestesses that have platforms elsewhere. That's a part of my soul tribe. Shout out to the beautiful high priestesses that are in the public eye. Thank you for the work that you do. I am here to give you your flowers now. I love you. I thank you for doing all that you do for the Divine Collective. Shout out to the Reiki healers. You know, you are a master at transmuting energies, how to remove that from somebody's physical body and knowing what to do with it. That is absolutely a gift of all gifts. Thank you for giving away this blessing to us by way of sharing our gift, or by way of sharing your gift. I guess it's our gift too if you're sharing it with us, right? Because then you become a gift to us, and you are my gift and I'm your gift, and all of our gifts are working together simultaneously. It worked out. Nevertheless, shout out to the people that know how to speak things into existence by way of being prayer warriors. Those of you that are praying from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. Shout out to the people that have the pure intention set on their altars. Shout out to those beautiful ancestral altars, right? Shout out to you that keep sending me white light. I send it right back. Thank you for your love donations. And by way of love, I just mean you're donating love and light to me energetically, right? And I'm sending it right back to you. Thank you for letting me be myself. Thank you for supporting me in the energy. I support you in the energy. Come on in here, Soul Tribe. I love you. These downloads under this full moon, baby, is full mooning. Gemini is in the building with the full moon by way of Cancerian energy. The June energy is really kicking up. If you're a June Gemini, you're really feeling the shift. Thank you for all of this good energy. What we're communicating is what I was going to say, what I am saying, what I've already said. It's already finished. Whatever this reading is going to be currently, it's already finished. By the time that it reaches you, it will have been the past for me. It will be current and or in time by the way of how it finds you. So mote it be. Beautiful, beautiful angels. Can you please grace us with your presence? Shout out to the angels under the full moon Gemini that's Gemini. Because the angels are very busy, you know, to think that they just, you know, make time for us. They come along, they show up here in spiritual court with all of the work that they have to do with whooping ass and taking names by way of judgment in the ethers. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for your presence, messenger of God. Thank you for Archangel Raphael, you know, and all the other angels sometimes whose names I do not mention, but I know you. I know you energetically. I thank you. Shout out to all the beautiful earth angels that are in the earth bringing balance and peace on earth. We love you. Ashe, and so it is. Let's go ahead and get into this energy. So listen, we opened up some type of sacred portal. After all of that, did you like that? Did you like the way I transitioned from that really long prerequisite of an intro? That seemed like a really long commercial break. Shout out to the people that love the commercial breaks, okay? They're very vital and essential, and they're essential, excuse me, and they've taken on their own ascension, their own life, you know? It really has taken on a life of its own. Something about a lover you're walking away from, okay, that's fine. There's a lot going on in the ethers. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes of it, shall we? The Hermit is here. Virgo is showing up like, look, we will continue to go within. It is the inner God, the energy, the inner standing that gives us the understanding, overstanding of those things that are around us. Because the inner standing is so solid, is so 100, is so aligned with source of all things, is so honest and true. Authentic, I just heard. It's the authenticity of your nature, divine collective. This is what we're getting by way of being honest and going through a purification. Every time I think of Virgo, I think of purification. I think of the virgin. I think of making things clean again, going within, purging. The moon really is helpful, and its energy is vital to this energy that you're giving off. It's like, you really are aligning yourself with the purging energy. Like, yeah, I got to get rid of this. And you're really just doing it lovingly, though. Okay, a lot of you are being very patient with yourself. Yeah, no longer trapped by things from the past. Okay, this is dark night of the soul energy for me. I'm going to need you to hang in there. I'm going to need you to continue to understand who you are. Shout out to the people that are praying for people that may be on their walk, and maybe you're a little bit further ahead by way of knowledge, and you've gone through a certain amount of ascension, so you know a little bit more. Thank you for being here and being of service, right? To help other soul tribe members as they ascend to their highest good. Yeah, trapped by the past. This is something that I feel that there's a certain group of you, a special selected group of you, that are realizing that it's now or never. It could be the approaching of the new year, right? Something's becoming really real. There's a real reality here, right? Yeah, this is a real reality check by way of time. It's like, yeah, I gotta get stuck from whatever this is that's kept me bound to the past, okay? Yeah, somebody is really watching you go through a transformation. They are desperately wanting to come in, and the full moon has them feeling courageous. However, somebody is still not up to spiritual par. You know how when you go to the amusement parks and they're like, oh, you have to be this tall to ride the ride. You got to have this much spiritual ascension by way of your spiritual resume and your spiritual report card. Bring your divine ancestors with you. Bring your whole spirit team. They got to check in, go through a process, stand at the gate. We got to sift through your energy. You got to have all of that in order to ride this ride that we call the divine collective. Okay, yeah, get your stuff together. King of Wands in reverse. Ooh, warlock energy. It wanted to come up like this. So somebody could be really trying to right their wrongs. It kind of fell to the side. Somebody's indifferent. Somebody doesn't know if they're mad, sad, happy, glad. Somebody's really all over the place. But whatever this is, there's something that has freed you up from the past. You could have forgiven somebody that wanted to bind you and or trap you. Okay, whatever it is, that Eight of Swords is letting me know that by way of going within, you had some type of spiritual epiphany. You're like, there's an aha moment here. Like, what? I got the keys? Yeah, you got the keys to let yourself out, and you absolutely did. You came to the realization that, you know what, in order for me to be this earth angel, I'm going to have to walk the walk and talk the talk. And so we are. We opened up some secret passageway, though. It's beautiful. No longer blinded from the truth. Judgment is here. It's very fair too. There's so much peace in it. There's so much peace in this understanding is what I'm getting. I'm getting a very calm energy. It's like you're setting your intentions. When you light that candle, all good things are going to flow to you. If you're praying for prosperity, peace, love, whatever this is, a lot of you are burning candles for yourself, self-love, right? In that, there's a natural energy of return to sender with anything that does not resonate with your highest good intentions, right? So my best intentions is that of peace, love, prosperity, harmony, balance, in this tranquility type of an energy, right? So if there's anything opposite of that, God forbid, and God is really forbidding the energy, it's absolutely returning to sender. You let yourself out of the self-imposed imprisonment. Whoever this King of Wands is, they want to come in and be friends. It wanted to come up in the reverse. So I feel like your ascension is absolutely inspiring and or encouraging people that would never admit it. Okay? They would never admit it. They don't have to. It's not for you, right? I don't feel as though we're in a position where we really need those accolades, right? We're not looking for people to worship us like, oh, you changed my life. Well, listen, I know what I did. You know what I did. You know what it was. I invested heavily in you, and now I'm doing that same for myself. This is about past investments. Somebody is saying you gave me so much, you left me with so much, but then when you walked away, You gained more than anything that you could have imagined that you lost. You never lost anything. This is what somebody needed. This is what they needed. This is what's going on under this full moon energy. Oh, wait, yeah, this just fell right off the top. I don't believe in coincidences, okay? When the cards fall, I let them, and when they, and I let them fall the way they want to fall. The Queen of Cups, psychic and intuitive, okay? Very sharp mentally. You opened up a portal, okay? We opened up a portal of sacred knowledge. Just when we thought it couldn't get any better, it absolutely is getting better. The Gemini moon, shout out to Gemini. Gemini, thank you for Gemini. Gemini, oh Gemini. Listen, Gemini, under this Cancerian moon, Cancerian, Cancerian. It's Mercury retrograde energy. You know, we're still getting that Libra liberation energy. Scorpionic energy is always going to be there. Taurus energy is keeping us grounded. Capricorn energy is like, what's good? Virgo is like, look, keep going within. This is our power, okay? By way of your ascension, outdoing yourself and or being in competition with the best version of yourself. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer is bringing about a lot of water and or intuitive energy to the divine collective overall. It is very nurturing, very mothering. Okay, we're in the middle of Sagittarius season. It's only fair that the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius would show up here, but somebody wants to come in and make amends. Take what resonates. This story is a little bit all over the place by way of energies, just because there's a lot going on under this moon. I just heard there's a halo around the moon. Did you all look at the moon? There's a halo, there's a glow, there's an angelic energy that is listening to us. This is a portal. We've opened up a portal of angelic energies. Just when we thought we didn't have enough spiritual protection, Spirit is like, where you're going, you're going to need more power from on high. And so we are standing, walking, you know, graciously down this beautiful birthright type of path. Queen of Cups is caring, loving, and kind. We're doing this by way of love. They're like, how did you do it? You know, how did you get out of that prison? You're like, it was love. And nobody wants to hear that. That's not ready to admit that love is a very powerful energy in the universe. Somebody's like, no. Seriously, like, come in, like, come tell me. I'm not going to tell anybody. Like, I know you're saying it's love. Love yourself. Okay, yeah. Forget all that. This is what somebody said. Like, how did you do it? You're like, no, I got out of that self-imposed imprisonment by way of going within and loving myself, caring about myself, looking myself in the eye in the mirror and saying, listen, you're my number one lady. You know, you're my number one guy. Ain't nobody coming. The Most High sent you. You're looking everywhere but within inside. Go within, for the kingdom of heaven is on the inside of you. Yeah. Somebody is really feeling a way that you're loving on yourself. And there's a lot of silent competition, but the moon is not really mooning for them. There's too many towers that these people are getting. Listen, this is separation. This also represents in the upright that your heart is healing. Okay? Where somebody is literally watching you. And again, they won't admit what you've done has really impacted their life. By way of encountering them, your energy has greatly impacted somebody's life. Somebody is grieving because they know that this is it. There's no more chances. You're not interested in hanging out, even though you wish them well. You really are going within and you're listening to your instincts. We are listening to our instincts. We are thriving. We are beautiful. We are radiant. We are walking the path. And it's so beautiful. Like, the energy just makes me want to cry. Good, beautiful tears. I hope the heavens rain down on us. Just all good things. That's my prayer. Yeah, Queen of Swords. We got sharp, smart. Okay, observant. You know, once you started to take your eyes off of everything and everybody else based on what we've had to go through, and you just went within and you stayed in that mental prison, and you're like, okay, I'm in this mental prison. I'm going to go within because I know I got the keys to get out. It's self-imposed. Nobody's holding me back. Anybody that I've given away my power to, why did I do that? Now you're questioning yourself. You're putting yourself through some type of a self-audit. You're like, don't do that again. This is a conversation that self is having with self. You're pulling yourself to the side, talking to yourself. Self, like, yes, yeah, you're having a real conversation. Because who else is going to have this conversation with you in the realest way but yourself? You saying, look, we got to stop doing this, pull back on this. Maybe I'm going to pull back on that. Maybe I'm going to go celibate. Maybe I'm going to do this. And really getting into this self-love type of an energy by way of what it looks like, right? I could say it all day. I love myself. But what does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that smell like? What is that by way of, what it is in reality, You hit the spiritual brakes on a commercial break and you checked yourself. You put your own spiritual foot on your neck. And then you tossed yourself the keys and let yourself out and gave yourself permission to go to the next level by way of shedding some type of self-imposed imprisonment skin. It's not giving me victim's mentality. Although we've been victims to a lot of stuff, y'all, that we really weren't even supposed to, be victimized by and to. It's really just always been a journey, right? So even if somebody thought that they were making you a victim when you were a child, it was a mother, a father, whatever, you were never a victim. You were always this earth angel. It was just really a human experience that really is an illusion, because now these people are having to deal with the universe by way of what it is that they've put out. That is reality. That is a fact. Somebody wants to come in and it's a no. It's a no. It's a hell to the no. No. It's a hell to the no. No. It's a hell to the no. That's not my no. Hell to the no. No. No, 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 hell no, hell no. Say hell to the no. Was that my no? I went a little too far, didn't I? Okay, come on back. Commercial break. I needed it. Me. I needed it because listen, it's a hell to the no. Can we just have a commercial break? In the middle of all this beautiful energy, self-love energy, going within energy, letting yourself out of the self-imposed imprisonment type of an energy. Can we just have a commercial break? Listen. What the hell? Who the hell? Knight of Cups? Hell no. Knight of Wands? Hell to the no. Past investments, you sitting up having some type of nostalgic moment under the moon, gazing at the stars, gazing upon the mountains and or the terrain, believing that this divine being is going to come back with all this good love because you in the Seven of Pentacles and can't stop thinking about how this person loved you and was patient, loving and kind, and now they're gone. The cycle is closed and now you over here crying under the full moon. Cry me a river. Oh, cry me a river. Hell no. I don't need you to cry me a river, baby. I don't want you to take me to the river. I don't even want to be in the car with you. Respectfully so. And with love, it's a hell to the no. Thank you. Please, kindly go away. That was a real commercial break. Listen, you're on the Queen of Swords energy. You ain't got time. What is that? Somebody showed you who they were. Why they crying under this full moon? Meanwhile, you're going through some type of transformation and somebody thought they were going to take advantage of that while under the full moon, but you're still very much protected. It is your higher self that is calling at you. This return to center, baby, somebody don't know what to do. I just heard time bender. You opened up a portal, divine collective, that somebody ain't got the keys to, and they're not tall enough to ride the ride. They don't have the spiritual rank. They ain't got the spiritual documentation. They don't have the spiritual conversation. They don't have the complexion for the protection, baby. And what is the complexion? It's divinity. Divinity is absolutely aware, something that we wear. It is an armor. It is a protective shield. It is hidden deep within your DNA, right? You like, yeah, no, listen, where I'm going, they only speak angel. They're like, what? Yeah, it's a language. You don't speak it. You don't know it. You don't need to know it. Don't overthink it. Somebody can't sleep, y'all. Whatever they did last night, whatever that big boom was and that mess was, baby, when you hit that return to sender, there's always a little aftermath. Just breathe through it. Whenever you break in a real soul tie, it's going to feel a little wonky. You're going to be like, what is that? Right? Just breathe. Take a deep breath. It's all an illusion. You know, you got to think some of this stuff been tied to you for a long time. So when the cord's cut, you could feel things in your physical body. You're like, oh, my stomach. You know, you could be more thirsty. Maybe you're a little tired. You're going through an ascension. Why? Because things are being pulled away from you. You're being shaped and pruned and molded to get to this next level. Not only that, the Most High has you going within in some form of a cocoon. Self-imposed imprisonment for me by way of the dark night of the soul is a great place to mold yourself. Rest assured you sit in the dark, consumed by the darkness, not afraid, eliminating the fear. That's what the self-imposed dark night of the soul is for me. Conquering all the demons, only to realize they never truly existed. They only had the power that you gave them. And so we then, we eliminated, right? So now your enemy ain't got nothing to attack you with. That was their only weapon. Their only weapon was your need for codependency because you abandoned that 5. That was a weapon that they used. That was a wound that they would constantly open. They could smell insecurity on you. They could smell that you needed to be with somebody, that you have to have sex. Now you've eliminated that. You've ascended. You like, that's not me no more. I've mastered myself. I might want to be physical with somebody, but I don't need to, right? A lot of these people were riding on the fact that you would continue to be in this self-imposed imprisonment. Woe is me. I'm a victim. Look at what happened to me. Now you're telling the story differently. You're telling the story from a position of power. Okay? Your pain has become your power. Yeah, I cannot make it up. Paige, listen to me. Oh, I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. The sun has illuminated so much, 'cause we rule the world. The sun gives me vibrant energy, light after being consumed into the darkness, not afraid of the dark night of the soul, sitting in it, breathing in it. Shout out to all the people that are able to trust somebody enough to invite them into their dark night of the soul. A lot of us hierophants, a lot of us high priestess, we didn't have anybody to touch and agree with, but it is a very narrow path, right? It's not a complaint, but it's a blessing. And this is why we are so ebullient with helping you through these transformations by way of being these teachers, these leaders, or at least this should always be our best intention. This is what Spirit is saying by way of opening up these portals. These are angelic realms. These are divine portals with supernatural beings that are here to guide you as you teach people, guide them. And we are real spirit guides in the earth. How else are we going to put heaven on earth? We're real spirit guides. So shout out to those people that trust somebody to be in that space. Again, a lot of us, it wasn't divinely orchestrated that we would have people in that space with us. Some of the people we had in that space were people that were trying to keep us bound to that, self-imposed imprisonment type of an energy. Was always divinely orchestrated that we would break free, that the chains would break, that the walls would come, falling down. And now, what do? You go forth. You help other people. And you're compassionate and you're patient and you're loving and you're kind because you remember the dark night of the soul. You remember when your ears started to ring. You remember when you started seeing shadows. You remember when you started feeling tingling at your root chakra and all this stabbing pain and you getting delivered and all kinds of weird stuff. You're like, oh my God, I'm dying. Yes, you are. You absolutely are. Don't it feel so good? Don't it hurt so bad? Don't it hurt so good? It made you mad. And then the veil was lifted and you realize, oh my God, everything I thought I knew up until this point wasn't even real, right? And then you go through, those moments of anger, pain, sadness, whatever that is, because you're going through an awakening. So to allow teachers like me in that space, even if it's by way of the platform, right? To allow me in that space, to allow other high priestesses in that space, we are honored because it's sacred. You can't let everybody in there. You're like a turtle with no shell. But you absolutely are ascending to your highest good. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm laughing. Somebody told me one day I would laugh when I was going through the dark night. So I'm like, but they trying to kill me. Oh, what's going on? They was throwing so much witchcraft at me, baby. It was the best thing that could have ever happened to me because I learned. I made a lot of mistakes. What do I do? How do I protect myself? Okay, let me get this. Let me get that. Let me burn a candle. Let me this. It was always about letting myself out of the prison. They were only a reflection of parts of me that needed to heal. Hence the fact that the hermit energy is vital. Go within. Sometimes it's a little messy within. You got to clean up stuff and admit stuff and purge stuff and forgive people, forgive yourself for being a dependent to people that once were children, also known as your parents, also known as your aunties and your uncles. They were children trying to raise you. A lot of what you learned was stuff that you ended up having to unlearn, but it taught you patience. Okay. That anger, something you thought you'd be angry about forever, taught you patience. They're watching, though. They're watching. They're watching. Wouldn't you watch a really bright star if it was shining so bright in the sky, the same way they all staring up at the moon, looking at it right now? Can you imagine no matter where you are on the planet, we're all looking up at the same moon? Okay. Just like that. That's how they're looking at you. Because it's a beautiful sight to see. You're a great example of hope, toil, and labor. Somebody was working real hard, though. Somebody did this just last night, baby. They could wipe themselves out, honey. This is so foolish. I don't even know what to say. You are master. You've mastered yourself. Toil and labor is somebody working under this moon. This could have happened last night. Okay, I don't think anybody's bold enough to do it again on the second day of the full moon. But listen, this Gemini energy is just, it's Gemini. What can I say? It's absolutely communicative type of an energy. What are you communicating? And we're having a really good conversation with the universe. And not only that, the universe is speaking back to us. We're getting those synchronicities. We're catching the signs. Are you seeing it? Every time I look up, I'll be like, oh my God, 1044, 744, 333. Those are reminders to me. Those are kind reminders from the universe to let you know, keep going. You're going the right way. I know. They did a death spell. I know your candle turned black. I had a candle last night. Whole thing turned black. I said, ooh, who did that? Why would they do that? I'm here. I'm the natural world needs me. The natural world needs the soul tribe. Why would they do that? And I just looked at the candle and I'm like, if the candle looks like that and it turned black, and that's the only one of my candles that did, I can only imagine the return to sender energy and whoever these people are doing, what they're feeling. Toil and labor. Somebody was working real, real hard because they wanted to prevent this ascension. They wanted to prevent you getting this sacred knowledge. You've opened up sacral angelic portals. You absolutely have. And they're open for you, only you. This is stuff that somebody can't steal, People were trying to tie into your energy. It's like it's forbidden for them. They can't approach you. They can't come near you. They can't do no more magic over you. Their magic is under judgment. Okay? Yeah, they're still sneaky and deceptive. This is me like feeling like these people are hiding from the universe. Like, what are you doing? The sun is here, baby. The lights are on. Yeah, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell away from here. Seven of Swords. Somebody knew that you had something coming and they didn't want us to have it. We knew that, though. We're not surprised about that. I'm really excited about just how we are maintaining our high vibration, high frequency in the middle of all of this energy under the moon. The Ace of Cups is the helping hand of the Most High, and we're accepting it. We're answering the call. We're saying, okay, Abba, what is it that you want us to do? Yeah, remember the days you were just very preoccupied with what somebody was trying to do to you as opposed to what you needed to do? Your instructions. It was always meant to be some type of a distraction to delay your progress, to delay your ascension. Spirit is saying that cannot happen to us anymore. It's over. Whatever this angelic portal, sacred knowledge is, it's like secrets. You know, a lot of you are going through upgrades in your sleep. It's like the ancestors are like scientists in the spirit realm. They're working on you, cutting away, removing memories out of your mind that you don't need no more, and pain and stuff at your root chakra, and clearing out all of this stuff. A lot of us are changing our diets. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Ace of Cups, helping hand of the Most High God. This strength gives me ancestral power and bloodline by way of your lineage. Taming the inner self, taming the inner beast, going within, having a full in-depth understanding of who you are in order to understand what has happened. Okay? So now what it's giving is what we once believed was actually happening to us was really happening for us. And the Most High is saying it was always meant to turn in your favor. The biggest illusion that the enemy ever pulled was making you feel as though they had, any power to delay you. Even their attempts to try to delay you by way of this sneaky and deceptive behavior was something that was always an illusion. They were only delaying themselves. Some of these people are waking up to the fact that now they're in some real serious ass, bad ass karma. I keep getting quicksand. Quicksand. There's a white moth at my window trying to get in and come into this light that's around my this light here, this ring light. It's just buzzing at the window trying to get in. Wow, that's interesting. In the night, okay? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, these people are being left out in the cold. We have a new beginning. You have these new secrets. You are using your power wisely. You're helping who you're being guided to help. There's a lot of people that Spirit guide me to say, you know what, you need to light a candle for them. I don't question it. I don't ask. I do it. I don't, if the candle costs $5, if the candle costs $1, I get it. Whatever I'm being told to do, I do it. Because the universe is being too gracious and or merciful to us by way of giving us everything that we want, like all of our needs being met. Everything that we want is happening for us. And this is a small price to pay. Gladly will I be obedient. It's so easy. It feels so good to be obedient. Look, Ace of Cups, the helping hand of the Most High is here. Yeah. What's the outcome, Spirit, for these people? Yeah, you're taking a leap of faith away from these people. A lot of you are relocating, okay? The money is coming for you to do that. You still are going to have these silent but competitive efforts. You're learning how to move about in this energy wisely, though. Okay? You absolutely are. You see it, you recognize it, but you're not absorbing this energy. And anybody that thinks that you're that great that they need to compete with you is really giving you a compliment. You are a good example of what overcoming looks like in real life, in real time. Yeah. 4 of Wands, these divine unions are coming in. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. I really am. It's beautiful. Nevertheless, listen. Yeah, you got people getting laid out by Spirit. I just saw a really bright white light just shoot past the front of my desk. Thank you, angel. Whatever that was that the angel was catching, I appreciate it. This is really what it's about. Once you get that inner self together, and this moon is beautiful. Last night was a little wonky. I was like, oh, I think every single test came up by way of retrograde and Mercury and Gemini doing whatever it's doing. I'm like, wait a minute. It's almost like Mercury showed up sooner than it was supposed to. And I'm like, oh, it's the Gemini energy. Okay. Communication. Like the universe was listening to every little thought that we had, every little word that we said, was listening. I was catching myself. I was on the phone with one of my beautiful, beautiful queen sisters. Shout out to her wherever she is. She's amazing. She's amazing. Shout out to her. Listen. And I was having a conversation and I heard myself say can't and don't. I said, ooh, I pulled it back. I said, oh, recant. And I just started to speak things the way that I wanted them to be. Yeah. The universe is listening to every single thing, especially with Gemini being the sign of communication. The universe is like, what you say? Okay, hold up. Now you done came too far and did too much work, came up out of plenty of prisons and or crazy ass circumstances that nearly killed you. That is a fact. It almost killed you to be speaking like this. Watch your words. Watch your mouth. You are the new divine ancestors. We're going to need you to act accordingly. Okay. My children already know you better have a big old altar for me, honey, in the house. When I pass at 111 on my birthday, 3522, that's confirmation. The universe is like, okay. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm going to just doze off and take a nap. All my grandchildren are going to be around me. They already know. Listen, you better throw a big old party for me, honey. You better have a huge altar. We are the new ancestors. By way of sacred ancient knowledge, we need to act accordingly now. Ooh, that's instructional. That is a request. That is an assignment. Heck yeah, set up my altar and give me my ashe. Okay? Yeah, listen. Queen of Pentacles, earthly matters, grounded. A lot of us are learning how to stay grounded between the spirit realm and that physical realm. Because some of us, you know, that ascension ain't no joke. You be out there in the ethers and your body just be walking the earth and you out there somewhere and opening up realms and trying to figure out, well, what is this? Am I going through this? Am I this? So you got to stay grounded. You got to remember that physical body needs to be attended to because you still have a lot more assignments to go. So the physical body is like, yo, can we just kind of collaborate here? So it's the balance, right? It's the balance in it. Balancing out that energy between that physical world and that spiritual world and doing just enough to keep those two energies by way of them coexisting simultaneously together, the physical body and the spiritual body. You got to do just enough to keep them in balance. Don't forget the physical body, right? Yeah, don't forget the spiritual body. Until the two are not together anymore and this body goes back to the earth, you have to come to some form of an agreement of how they're going to peacefully coexist together. We've opened up some sacred portals. I'm excited about it. I'll see y'all in the ethers. Listen, this is the message. I love you. Wherever you are on this beautiful planet, all my information is in the description box below. Until the next video, as always, peace be with you.